All right, audio check. Please verify that audio is coming through clear before I continue. This is Coffee and Charts. Yo, hang on. All right, this is Coffee and Charts live, volume 55. So we're going to do some observation momentarily. I also wanted to talk briefly about something that I looked up on Google. One of the things that I'm always doing is I'm always curious to know what the consensus is regarding trading as an industry, trading as a career, trading as a profession. I'm always like curious to know what people think about it. Just overall, like not just in the trading community, but just people in general. You know, kind of like how when you mention trading, most people associate trading with trading stocks. That really gets on my nerves. Because it's like we're so far beyond trading stocks. In fact, something that I Googled talks about Forex versus stocks. It's actually one of the most popular questions. So there's a few questions that I typed into Google. Well, there's really only one main question that I typed in, and then a bunch of other questions came under that are also popular questions. So I'm going to go through a couple of them. Just to kind of give folks an idea of what they are dealing with when they come into this environment as far as trading goes. And when I make reference to trading, the trading I'm referring to is trading the financial markets. Trading the financial markets. All right. So let's see let me see if I can, I'm actually going to share the screen because I want y'all to see what I typed in and then what it says, what the actual response was. Let me do that right now. So I want to share the Google. Here it is. All right. So this is Google, and I'm actually going to just make this big so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Now look at this. So I typed in, is trading still a good career? That's a very popular term, right? Is trading still a good career? Now look at the first thing that comes up. First thing that comes up here, right? Look at this. I'm highlighting what the response is to the question. This is in Google, and I think that if I'm not mistaken, this is from Investopedia.com, which is a popular website, right? It says trading is often viewed as a high barrier to entry profession, but as long as you have both ambition and patience, you can trade for a living, even with little to no money. Sounds familiar, huh? See, you guys have heard this time and time again coming from me. Mind you, this is the first time I ever even looked this up. So this is the first time I'm ever seeing this on Google, just like you guys are. Now watch. Trading can become a full-time career opportunity, a part-time opportunity, or just a way to generate supplemental income, right? Now, let me go down further, and I want to highlight some of the questions that come up that are pretty popular. So this was one of the questions here. Look at this. Is trading good as a career? And let me see if I can make this bigger. Yeah, this is bigger. This is better. This is a popular question. Is trading good as a career? Look at the response. And the response came from a website called elearnmarkets.com. It's a blog. So this is the response to that question. If you are one of these people who like working alone or at your own pace, trading is the perfect career for you. Everything you do, from the trades you take to the money you earn, stays under your control if you're a trader. Are you paying attention? Just the first sentence. Look at this. If you're one of those people who like working alone or at your own pace, trading is the perfect career for you. Now let's keep going. There was another one that I highlighted because this is another popular question. Here we go. People love to ask this. Can you become a millionaire from Forex? So this is the response, and this comes from Investopedia also. Look, can Forex trading make you rich? Forex trading may make you rich if you are a hedge fund with deep pockets, or look at this. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Or an unusually skilled currency trader. What am I always saying? This is on Investopedia.com. This is the response to the question. Forex trading may make you rich if you are an unusually skilled currency trader. Now watch this right here. But what happens to the average person? Look at this. This is what happens to the average person, though. Average retail trader, rather than being an easy road to riches, Forex trading can be a rocky highway to enormous losses. I'm going to show you one more. This is on Google. Here's the big one. Why do 90% of traders fail? Why do 90% of traders fail? Really, the numbers are even higher than that. But check out the answer. Here, let me zoom in again. Look. Why do 90% of traders fail? This brings us to the single biggest reason why most traders fail to make money. Hold on. To make money when trading the market. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. The single biggest reason why traders fail to make money is lack of knowledge. All right, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Here, let me go back to the screen. I'm finished. I rest my case. It's so funny, like, shit that I say all the time. Mind you, I told you guys I've never Googled that at all, not once. That's the first time ever. I said, let me just type this in and just see what comes up. Let me see what other people are saying, other experts. Let me just see what the consensus is overall. You know, let me see what's going on. This is what came up. Investopedia.com, elearnmarkets.com. These are reputable platforms that gather facts and information. They do, questionnaires, and they do surveys and stuff. They find out from people, like, what people think. And they also find out actual things that take place. Just like when they talk about the average retail trader failing. Like, well, why do people fail? It's not because you didn't find a good strategy. It just said it. The average retail trader fails because of lack of knowledge. And it said trading is a great profession to be in if you have the knowledge. All right, I'm finished. I'm done. I'm done, man. So, I went through that because I want people to really take a look at what they have when they run into TeamAlliance. You have to realize that if you've run into TeamAlliance, you've literally come into the once in your lifetime opportunity to change your life forever. Because there's nothing comparable to what we're doing here. Nothing. I don't care how good it is or how good it sounds or even if someone that you know might be successful at doing it. I don't care what it is. You can't compare that to this. Period. Now, we happen to be in a profession and in an industry that's very difficult when you don't know. Lack of knowledge kills you in this industry. Lack of skill destroys you in this industry. And guess what? On TeamAlliance, we've eliminated them both. When you come here, there's nothing but knowledge, nothing but skill development, nothing but mindset elevation. That's all we do. I said it yesterday. This is like a school. And people way too often take it for granted. This is something that forces you to deal with yourself, because you cannot take your current mindset into this profession and make this your profession. So therefore, you have to change your mindset. That's the problem that people have. Learning how to overcome their own shit in here. Learning how to deal with it. Learning how to change the way that they are used to doing things. Learning how to change the way they think every day. Just think about it. Just your daily activities and your daily routine. You think a certain way as you're moving through your day. That has to be disrupted because there's too much bullshit in it. Uh-oh. Lack of patience, no discipline, right? Oh, I don't have time. It's called excuses. The more that you make excuses, the more that you give reasons why you can't do, this is what will happen. You'll continue to repeat that every day. Next thing you know, you're not training at all. Then something else happens. Then next thing you know, you're not in the training. You leave. Mind you, you're leaving the very thing that's going to free you. It's so funny too, because I remember when I first started to teach people and to train, they would always ask me, well, Mark, how long should I train for? And one day I really thought about it. I'm like, wow. I'm like, it really amazes me that people don't realize that you train forever. That really amazes me. Training is not something you start and finish. Training is something that you become in order to execute the way that you want to execute. Oh boy. If you think about any championship athlete or team, the reason that they repeat their championships is because they are continuously in training mode. They're continuously in that mode. They never remove themselves from that just because they became the champ. See? They feel like, well, if we can be the champ this year, we could be the champ next year. Why play if we're not trying to be the champ again? So they develop the champion mindset. The champion mindset includes you never stop training. You never stop that. That's a part of your everyday life now. And you have to understand what that means when you come into trading. You training every day when you come into the trading industry is the way that you grow and develop into a professional. And then it's the way that you remain that way. Mark, I don't understand, man. How can you just have discipline like that, man? How can you just have that much patience? Training. People still confused, like, well, Mark, you don't have to train. Are you serious? Like at this point, you don't realize that that's not even an option. I've watched 301 more than you have. And that'll always be the case because you can't catch up to me. See, there's never going to come a time where I stop watching 301. If I stop watching 301, then you can catch up. But you'll never catch up to me because I'll never stop. Mark, you still watch 301? Well, what about the vertical training? What about it? What do you think the foundation of stability is? It's everything I teach you in 301. The reason that vertical stability makes sense is because you understand 301. Well, just saying. So, yeah, I like this. I like that. Unusually skilled currency trader. See, so when I just went through that just now on Google, you got to see for yourself that what I say all the time is true. I'm not making it up. So when you're wondering about whether you can do it or not, or, man, I don't know how I'm going to be able to do this. It's not as difficult as you think it is. All you have to do is train and never stop training. That's really the key to it, because eventually the training becomes dominant. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. What do we talk about all the time when we refer to behavior? Don't we talk about dominance? We talk about dominance, yes? What is your dominant daily behavior? Do you watch 301 every day? What dominates your daily activities? Think about this. See, what happens is when something begins to dominate, it means everything else begins to move down. Whatever is dominating moves up, everything else moves down. Eventually, it looks like there's nothing else, because what's dominant is so much of what's going on that it's as if there's nothing else there. What does that sound like? See, what happens is in the market, when stability dominates, it doesn't mean that there's no instability at all. There's instability there, yes. But the stability is so dominant, it's as if there's no instability at all. Come on now. Your training has to be the same way. The way you train has to be like that. Did you just hear what I said? The stability is so dominant, it's as if there's no instability. So this is what happens when you train. You train so much that the knowledge begins to become dominant. Lack of discipline, lack of patience, bullshit starts to drop off as if it's not there. It's still there, but eventually it becomes as if it's not there. So you start to move and to operate the way that you see me, for example. How do I move? You know how I move. When I open up these charts, I'm ready to record. I'm observing. When the market gives it up and it does what it needs to do, and I see it, I'll be in the trade. Full confidence. With a full load. Whatever the contract size is at the time. Because I'm working on all these projects and all of this stuff all at the same time. Whatever, I don't even know where it is. One account that's it's at 30 contracts. Another one is at 50 or 100 contracts. I don't even know. Then on top of that, I got my regular size account. It don't even matter what the contract sizes be. Full confidence. No matter what. No matter which account I'm in. Oh, Mark, do you trade different in different accounts? No. There's only one way to trade if you want to be profitable. When the market is stable, that's it. That's all we do. So, like this is what I'm hoping people are eventually going to open their eyes up to, is the fact that you do have a blueprint in the trading industry. You have that knowledge that they spoke of. They said that people fail because of the lack of knowledge. So where do you get the knowledge from? You get it from right here. This is where it is. See? So if you've already found this, you realize that this is it, right? You do realize that, yes? See? So one, you shouldn't be looking for nothing else. Listen, you can't even find anything else to compare this to. Try to find something out there and compare it to TeamAlliance. I'll wait. It ain't nothing even close. It's nothing even close. There's plenty of people that make more money than me, absolutely. But I have yet to meet someone with the same type of knowledge that I have. And I'm not saying that in an arrogant way. See, some people would look at me and be like, well, who are you? Nobody even knows you. No one has to know me. Doesn't mean I'm not doing what I'm doing, though. Also doesn't mean I'm not impacting who I'm impacting also. Doesn't mean that. Oh, well, you don't have 1 million followers. I got a few people that quit their job, though. I'm just saying, as a result of stuff that I taught them, stuff that they learned from me still, they don't got no job now. I can say that I've been able to accomplish that in the few years that I've been online. That's something. Now, mind you, it would be many more people if people understood that you can't hop around looking and looking and looking. Eventually, you're going to find the very thing that will give you what it is that you're looking for. See, the bottom line is that everybody who is in trading wants the same thing. It's like you want to be in position to be financially free, right? You do want that, yes? Okay. You want to stop losing money, right? Okay. You want to stop losing your trades, right? All right. So we check off the boxes. All right, what else do you want? I want to be able to just make money consistently. Okay, we got that. I want to be able to make money whenever I want to. Hold up. Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. This is where it switches up. See, now that's bullshit. You saying that is your greed coming up now. See? Because now in your mind, you're like, well, if I got the skill, I can make money whenever I feel like it. Why? Why do you feel like that? Where's that coming from? You got to remember that you're dealing with the market. You're not, this ain't no ATM machine. You don't just go to the ATM, put your card in and take money out. This is an actual skill set that you learn first. And then you take the skill set and you apply it in the market. And then the market decides when you get paid. And you accept that. It's like a contract. You sign the contract saying, I accept whatever the market decides whenever the market decides to do it. I accept it. Yes. And you sign. If you don't sign, you don't get. Understand what I'm saying? You got to sign that contract because there is no other contract. Any other contract that you sign and it's bullshit, and it's going to lead to you losing. It's going to lead to you giving up eventually. You're going to quit because you're going to lose until you can't take it no more. Then you're going to become just like everybody else who's sour and mad and can't stand the market and can't stand Forex and can't stand this and that and that. You're going to become just like them. Oh, that all sucks. It's all scams. All of that's gambling. Nah, you just mad because you never took the time to really understand this profession. This is a profession. Stop thinking that it's something else. It's not your personal ATM machine. You don't come into this industry and just do what you feel like doing. The reason that people are successful when they trade is because they're disciplined. Huh? And here you come with no discipline at all. Really? You think that the market owes you something? No. Well, if I just end up getting a good strategy, that should do it. Why you think that that's the be all end all? You think you're going to just develop or buy some type of strategy and that's it? You're going to be able to just make money whenever you want to? No. But well, what about AI and automated trading? Just stop. Relax. You think you're going to just sit back and just let some computer figure out how to trade for you? You sound stupid. The traders in this industry who are profitable have skill. Their own skill. Ain't no AI. Well, I do automated systems. I've developed a system that has a pretty good win rate. And then you see, this is why I stop talking to people after a while, because I'm like, if you say win rate to me one more time, I'm gonna throat punch you. If you was right here in front of me, I'll punch you right in your throat for saying win rate. But this is the mentality people come into this industry with. And again, this is going to stop. It's going to stop. See, one of the things that I'm very excited about, we were talking about this yesterday, the crypto.com merger, or acquisition rather, I should say, of NADEX. That's a big deal. That's a huge deal. And I'm going to talk about the details of it when I make that video. I'm probably going to make it tomorrow sometime. And I'm going to put that out. And that's going to be an educational, informative video to help people to understand the value of what we do on NADEX. And it's going to show you, like, look, this is not going anywhere. This is not going anywhere. Something else that I'm realizing too. There's a lot of jobs that are being replaced by automation. This is a big issue. There's a lot of people that won't be able to get a job. And it's like, well, damn, like, what can people do? They can't find a job. You see, so you actually have something that people can learn, which is a skill set that they can use to not have to have a job once they have the skill set. But my point is that it takes you time to develop that skill set. It takes you time, it takes you energy, and it takes you work. you're going to have to put work in to get that. You're not going to just replace your job and never have to work again just because you snapped your fingers or you ran into some type of system. That's not how it works. If that's the case, that's what everybody would have done already. Nobody did that shit. And the few people that it seems like have done it, how many people out of all the people who've tried it have done it? See? So the bottom line is that the fact is you have to learn a skill so that what you're doing can't be replaced. See, when you have a skill set, it means nobody can replace you because you have something valuable. See? But jobs are replaceable. Jobs are expendable. Skill is not. And that's why you have to understand that in this profession, skill is what you need. Because there's a small percentage of people that are in this profession who are profitable. And that's where you want to be. You want to be in that small percentage. And it's only a small percentage because most people are stupid. I'm going to just say it just like that. Most people are silly. They act silly. They have all of these ridiculous expectations and they don't put in no work. You expecting to really do something without putting in the work to get it? You think that just because you bought a strategy and came on a trading platform that all of a sudden you're supposed to make $1 million? Do you really feel like that? That's silly. That's silly. That don't make no sense. But this is what people be doing. See? But this is what I want. What I want for TeamAlliance is I want people to take this opportunity seriously. And I want to have mechanisms in place that basically weed out everybody that don't take it seriously. Listen, if you come into this and you're in position to learn and to acquire the knowledge and to develop the skill and to be a part of this culture here, it's like you hit the lottery. And I have a problem when people don't treat it like that. I really I really have an issue with that because I'm like, you know what? You don't even deserve this. You don't even deserve to be here. Like, you really don't. In your mind, you want to believe that you do, but you don't deserve this. You really don't deserve it. And that's the way that I want people to appreciate TA. Because again, go ahead and try to find something else that anybody can do. That you take an average person with an average job or an average career, whatever they're doing. Take an average person and pull them away from whatever they're doing for a short period of time and put them in position to learn this. And tell me of something else that they can learn that can elevate them the way that this can. We're talking about learning a skill set, put you in the top 10% or lower of income earners in the first year. And I mean, realistically, I don't mean like, oh, this is what happens to everybody. No, if you commit your time and you work, that's what's going to happen. See, you don't even know when it actually starts to work and to kick in. You don't even realize when training kicks in. It just does. One day you just like, oh shit, wow. I'm observing the market. Oh snap. I understand this now. Starting to understand things. And it starts clicking. This is what I was saying earlier about dominance. The more that you train, the more that you're feeding yourself the knowledge, and eventually it clicks. It starts clicking. You don't even know when that is. You don't even know when that's going to happen. And that's my point. It doesn't matter when. And you don't have to know when. Just work. That's it. Just work. Don't worry about when. And by you doing that, you're doing exactly what you should be by being here, a part of this culture, a part of TA. You deserve it. See, you deserve what's going to happen. But when you come here and you're around all of this and you start to kind of like take things for granted, you know, like, oh, he does, you know, I know he's going to do a live, he's going to do a coffee and charts or a market observation. I'm just going to tune into those. It's like you have the mentality where you want to just take what I'm giving. But you have to understand that it's up to you to receive what I'm really giving you. See, the knowledge comes from you being a part of TA. It doesn't come from you being on the outside looking at TA. You don't really get the knowledge. See, when you're in that group chat and you're there watching and listening and you see and you hear and you're a part of what's going on every day, that's how you're getting the knowledge for real, because it's reinforcing everything that you're receiving on your own. See, when you watch 301 and you watch training videos, you're absorbing the information. When you're in the group chat, you're now sharing what you learned, and you're also seeing what everyone else learned. And that's why when someone posts a recording and you watch the recording, you're like, wow, man, I saw that too. But I wasn't even paying attention to that. Growth, instant growth. And just think about that. This is taking place day in, day out, over and over and over and over and over. Your skill is being developed through the consistency. That's how TA works. See, and you can't do that if you're on the outside looking in. You're only getting a little bit. See, it's so funny because you think that you're getting so much from this. If you think this is a lot, just being in TA, it changes everything again. It's like, oh, snap. Wow. He was right. Exactly. I'm in the group chat every day. I see what's going on. Even when I don't say nothing, I'm watching. I'm there. Sometimes someone will post a question or they'll have some type of an issue and no one will respond because they'll be like, I think we should wait for Mark to say something. And everyone will wait. And then I'll respond. And it'll be exactly what they needed to hear. Where else are they doing that? See, it's like, so do y'all understand what I'm saying? You don't have this anywhere else. That's the point that I'm making. So don't like mistreat this. And I know that you guys don't mean to do it, but some of you do it. It's like you take it for granted. You just think that I'm just going to always do certain things, and I do. But your expectation is that I'm supposed to do it, and I'm not supposed to do it. I just do it. You understand? I don't have to do it. And I definitely don't want to do it if I know that you really don't deserve it. That's what bothers me about it. That's what upsets me. When people receive all of this and then they leave. I'm like, are you serious? And I mean leave. Like they lose contact with everybody. They don't speak to me. They don't communicate no more with Jay Carly. They don't communicate anymore with certain others in the group that have been there from the beginning. They just cut us off completely. And I'm like, what happened? Mind you, we don't even know what happened. What happened? And the thing is that nobody did anything. This is just what they did. They just made the decision to just cut us off completely. And that's crazy to me. But that goes to show you that, see, they don't really deserve it. You really don't deserve it because you're willing to do that for whatever your reasons are. And the thing is that it doesn't even matter what your reasons are. Especially because nobody did anything to you. Nobody said anything to you or did anything to you. And you just completely just cut everybody off. Like, pew. What happened? So not only did you detach yourself from the knowledge, but you detached yourself from the culture. Because make no mistake about it, everyone that sticks with this and stays around, eventually it happens for them. Period. See? And that's the key to it. You have to stay. This is what I'm saying about training. Like you just have, it's not even like you got to do a lot every day, but you got to do a little every day. You have to stay consistent. It's just like how the market transitions into stability until stability is dominant. Once stability dominates, it's as if there's no instability at all. There's so much stability, it's like, oh shit, I don't even see instability at all. Even though it's there. But you don't recognize it at all. Because there's not enough of it for it to even make a difference. It don't matter no more. It's just stable now. So, yeah, this is so, a lot of the stuff I'm saying is just like over time what has built up just from things that I've observed over time that people do. And I'm like, man, if you just stay put, things will happen for you. But you got to stay put. Like I be really wondering. I really often wonder. I'm like, okay, so when you leave training to learn this skill and to acquire this knowledge and to be a part of this culture, when you leave that, where do you go? I'm like, where do you end up going? Because there ain't nothing else out there that's better than what we're doing here. So I really want to, like, I'd be curious. I'm like, well, what are you actually doing? Where'd you go? I have no idea. Have no idea because many of the people that have just left like that, I haven't even heard from them. They don't even talk to me no more. And that's crazy to me because I'm like, well, damn, you talking to me every day. And you had access to me every day. See that? Like, this is another thing. It's like giving people access. Y'all know what it is. Anytime y'all message me, there's a response back. Sometimes instantly. Some of y'all will message me and I'll respond immediately back to you. I even do that with people that are not in training anymore. They can message me. I'm not going to stop you from messaging me. And I'll respond. And that's why it confuses me and it baffles me a little bit. I'm like, well, you went from like kind of talking to me every day and talking to the group every day to just no one knows what happened to you. Like you just left. And to me, that's like, it's just a show of lack of like real appreciation for what we're doing here and for what this is. And that's what I'm saying about like what bothers me. Most things don't bother me. That bothers me though. That's very disturbing to me. One, because it's like, well, where'd you go? What you doing? Did you leave this to go try something else? And even if that's the case, that's fine. But it's like, well, you left and then you totally just excommunicated yourself at the same time. Like we never heard from you ever again. Still. It's crazy. Yep, it's crazy, man. All right, let me come up in the chat real quick. I know I've been kind of just going off at the mouth a little bit. Muffin Woman, what's happening? Oh, your YouTube was On the fritz, huh? Yeah, Shawnee know what it is. Trading is the best. Nothing I'd rather do more. Come on, man. It's no comparison, man. Like it really is no comparison for real. Um, let me see what Angel said. As I begin to study more business ventures to do as I trade, I realize business is exactly as the market. You have to have the right timing. It's everything that goes in before the shot. Preparation and long term vision leads to the big bags, the generational bags. Exactly. Very well said. Training to become the Bill Belichick of NADEX. Ooh, this is hard. That's hard. Shawnee, got to plug in daily if you're serious about this. 100%. 100%. 301 mindset is a daily. Listen for me. I agree. If you want to be successful, you got to be obsessed with this. That's right. That's right. And like I said, even if you don't do a lot of it every day, you got to do it every day. You got to do a little, at least. Don't let a day go by where you didn't watch a video or listen to 301 or plug in somehow. Just like stay plugged in. Oh, this is hard too. Big difference between having followers and people that follow you. Yeah, there's a lot of people talking about them stupid bots. Silliness. David says the market took so many people's money that in the stock market they have day trading rules. That's crazy. It's so important to have skill because if you don't, it doesn't matter how much money you got. Exactly. Exactly. Like I said, I think did I say that yesterday? I said, what do skill have to do with money? Wow. Crazy. Yeah, I agree with Mo. He said it ain't nothing out there for real. I agree, man. I agree. David, as you stress, it's all mindset. How many people win the lottery and end up broke within 5 years? Right. Right. So it ain't, see, David has it. It's not just about winning the lottery. It's about keeping your winning. Come on now. Come on. You ain't lying. Jeff says TA training changes your perspective on your day-to-day life. Patience and discipline become you before you completely understand the market. Bam. Bam. I saw an interview Jay-Z did. He even said no one rushes him. It's always about timing. It's very true. Timing is everything. Also got to think about it too. Money only amplifies the person that you already are. So once you get the bag, if you have discipline before you're going to even have more discipline, right? Exactly. Exactly. Now, take that right there. What he just said, right? Think about people that get money and they never develop discipline before they got it. Or they run around acting stupid with money. They end up being an asshole with money, don't they? You was an asshole before you got the money. You an asshole now. That's a fact. So it ties right into what we do with the skill. It's like You trying to get the bag before you have the skill. So even if you get a little bit of what you think is the bag, because you don't have the skill, you can't even keep that little bit that you did get. What'd that sound like? That little winning streak you was on came to an end. Why did it come to an end? Because you really ain't got no skill. It was just a win streak. I know that hurts. It's true though. It's true, man. It's all facts. Jamal, training has never helped me to be patient. All it did was cause me to realize that I can do it. What caused me to be patient was me getting tired of losing. So I decided to follow the process. Very good. Angel, it's all about your programming. We've been programmed to think that money comes quick and stays long, keeping people from learning daily and innovating, serving their high purpose. People think money's just going to come every week for them doing what a robot can do. Bingo. Pow, right there. So they become complacent with what was meant to be temporary. Ooh. Very good. Very good. Very good. Well said. I like that. See, we got smart folks in our family here, man. Some real thinkers. See, and you know something else that I kind of thought about. You know how people, they will talk about like the power of manifestation. Do you know how you really manifest? You manifest what you feed yourself every day. Uh-oh. Here we go. Listen. This is for everybody that talks about manifesting and affirmations and all of this, all the good stuff that, you know, people like to do that sounds good, but I'm talking about practically how it actually happens. You manifest what you feed yourself every day. So if you're feeding yourself positive affirmations and things like that, you know, whatever it is, you listen to audios, you know, you know the stuff people do, read books, you know, you even verbally speak out your affirmations. When you do that, all of that is intended to force you into action. Listen. It's not enough to just do that and expect things to happen. Things don't happen because you're doing that. Things happen because you were motivated to take action as a result of doing that. This is why in the Bible it says faith without what is dead? Faith without what is dead? Faith without works. You manifest by your action lining up with the affirmation. See? In spite of what you affirm, you still do shit. Listen. You can affirm all day. If your action don't line up with the affirmation, it's dead anyway. Ouch. There's no life in it. The life comes when the action lines up with the affirmation. Work. And check this out. On top of that, when the action lines up with the affirmation, it still don't happen right away. Uh-oh. It still don't just happen. There's still another process involved after that. All right, let me chill. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. Because we can go so deep into that, it's crazy. But put it like this. You want to simplify it all? This is how you simplify everything. When you are where the knowledge is, stay there. That's the answer. Wherever the knowledge is being given to you, wherever you're feeding from, that's where you need to stay. That's what you need to draw from every day. That's the simple answer. Because what's going to happen is eventually you're going to keep pulling and drawing from it and drawing from it and drawing from it. And eventually, because you keep doing that, that's actually work. That's action on your part. Just the fact that you're receiving. You're remaining in position to receive. That's the work. Oh, well, I'm not seeing any results yet. It's not about that yet. Matter of fact, it ain't even about that, period. Because the results that you speak of that you really want will come as a result of you changing. Whoa. The results you're looking for actually come as a result of you changing. Mindset elevation. What do you think that means? It means your mindset has elevated to the point where the dominance is the knowledge. It dominates you now. Every day, dominates your thoughts, dominates how you speak. You'll see what it is. Listen to how we talk here. Listen to what we say. We have our own language. We talk a certain way. We won't even say certain things. We don't say strategy. Look at that. Listen. Certain words we just won't say because we know it doesn't line up with what it is that we actually do. We don't say it. That's what I'm talking about. See, eventually you start to talk like this. You start to sound like this. And I'm explaining to you why. It's because you're staying in position to receive. That's the equivalent of staying in training. You don't go nowhere. You stay here. It's crazy, man. Crazy. What the heck is that? Y'all hold on a second. All right. Yep. So we got a lot going on here, man. What you put in your body is what you get out of it. So why would you think that your spirit would be any different? Mm-mm-mm. That's it. Action. Works. Works. Shine said a lot of these people that left TA like just disappeared. Did they not know what this is? Apparently they didn't recognize the life-changing opportunity this is. I recognized it off top and been locked. That's it. I don't like. Yeah, I just don't understand it, man. And very few things bother me, but that is one of the things that kind of just it irritates me more than anything. Can't be fooled by what you see around you because the physical is a representation of your past actions. Spirit is the indicative. Wow. Everything you see now is just a chart. Focus on the indicative. Very good, Angel. Very good. Indeed, action plus results equals the education. Rinse and repeat. That's it. That's it. So what should what should you do? You know, if you're someone new, if you're someone been around a long time, we all should be doing the same thing. And that is rinsing and repeating what it is that we do every day. That's it. That's the answer. Oh, Mark, I'm not sure what to, I tried this, but it's not working for me. If someone would have ever tell me that, and I'm trying to think that someone actually tell me that. Someone did try to tell me that one time. And then I had a brief response to it. And I said to them, I said, well, if you're saying that it didn't work, what you're really saying is that you didn't work. In other words, you didn't put in enough work on yourself. Because the only way that something can't work for you is if you don't cooperate. Wow. Oh boy. Look, what did I just say? Look at it. Come on now. It's you. It's you. It's not us. It's not TA. It's not the knowledge here. No, it's not the market. It's not NADEX. It's like you want it to be everything except for you. I understand. You don't want to be held accountable. I get it. But you have to be held accountable. It's you. And the problem with you is that you take you everywhere you go. So it don't even matter if you try something else. You're going to have the same result. Why? Because it's you. You took yourself with you. So guess what? Results are the same over there too. TA is like New York City. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. That's a fact. You can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Come on now. There you go. When you cooperate, shit falls in line. That's it. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Because it's so simple, people don't do it. I don't know, but I know one thing, man. I feel bad for them. I'm like, man, you would like it's worse to be here and leave. Put it like this. Look, if you never ran into TA, I understand. Like you never had a chance. You never ran into it. But if you came here and left, Jesus. I really feel bad, man. Like I and then on top of that, you excommunicate yourself from us. Like, I ain't talking to them no more. I don't know what that is. And I really would like to know what it is so I could try to help people to not go that route. I was wondering, I'm like, man, I wonder if it's like maybe they feel embarrassed. Could it be that? Like, I really don't know. I'm like, do they feel embarrassed? Do they feel, like, they couldn't accomplish it? They couldn't pull it off for themselves? Are they upset with us about something? Are they upset with somebody in the group? Like I just be thinking about like, whoa, why would you just totally disconnect communication from us, like altogether? Like, what is that? And to be honest, I don't know. I honestly don't know. But I just want going forward that the content to just always be moving in the direction of educating more and more people, helping people to see the value of the profession that we're in, taking this seriously, and really like you got to stop bullshitting with this. Like you have to stop the bullshit. The bullshit is the reason that stuff don't work for you. You thinking, oh well, it's too much training. I like, is that what it is? You think there's too much training? Really? No. I'm like 301 on repeat. I know you don't watch it over and over and over and over like some of us do. Like when I say 301 on repeat, I really do that though. Like I literally watch 301 every day, multiple times, in addition to the other videos in the playlist. So, I preach what I practice. It ain't the other way around for me. I'm not telling you to do something that I don't do already. Yeah, but I don't know, man. It's crazy. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, this is kind of what I be thinking. I'm like, maybe they're ashamed. Maybe that's what it is, and they feel like they can't come back around us. But listen, the door here is always open. Unless the only way that it won't be open is if you did something crazy and you violated somebody in the group. But other than that, the door here is always open. But I really do want people to stop taking TA for granted. I really do. Like that really is starting to irritate me more and more now. Because I'm like, there's way too much that is being done to help to simplify everything for you so that you can just focus on what we're doing here and put yourself in position. Like for real, to change your life, to become free. That's what this really is about. You're in a profession that can make you financially free. When I'm talking about the top income earners, you'll think that that's a joke? Like, I'm like, do you realize that that's what we actually doing? That's what you're able to do. You don't even know nobody making a certain amount of money, but you'll become the person making that much. Listen to that. Right now, you don't know nobody making $250,000 a year. Maybe your doctor or somebody like that, or somebody that did the surgery on you, or a lawyer. But who you personally know that makes that much? Probably nobody. But you are in position to make that much. Think about that's mind-blowing. So you'll be the first person that you know that makes that much. All right, man. All right, I'm out. I'm out, man. I'm out. Yep. Jay Carly's on deck. Yeah, and I think this definitely has something to do with it. Shawnee's saying the thing with TA that's enticing is the ease of which our process can be done at the highest level and the abundance in which it can bring. Nothing compares. Yep. That's a fact. That is a fact. All right, y'all. I'm out of here, man. So listen, I will be doing the live training tonight for the vertical. That is going to happen tonight. I don't know exactly what time, but I will announce it in the group chat. So you'll keep an eye out for that. And other than that, I'm going to more than likely be doing the video about the acquisition tomorrow. All right, so you'll keep an eye out for that too. All right, you know what it is. Mark for the TeamAlliance. So this is Coffee and Charts, volume 55. I'm out.